Let's pour out libation for the creations of the poet, with their subjective words, adjectives and verbs, imagery and soliloquies rarely heard, with rhythms and sounds and leaps and bounds, personal notes and endless quotes. The flow of poetry brings a sense of serenity to my soul. I hear music in the words spoken, heard with my third ear open, sounding as clear as my own voice, talking sense back into my mind when it seems I've lost it. At times I find clarity as the words move melodically through my eardrum, drumming in my mind, tapping into my soul. And I am moved by the grammatical groove, creating a melodic mood. The words are music. And like soul food, I use it to feed on, getting my groove on, my dance on. But we who dance are often called crazy by those who cannot hear the music. So poet, please, pour the wine, pour the libation for those who laid the foundation before. Let us pour it, please. Pour some for the poet tree, that tree which provides shelter and shade and fruit from its branches, feeding us with answers. The poet tree, let us pour it, please, as the words are water. We pour onto the tree to sustain it as it sustains us. And the poet tree is for the poor who need more than just dictation of what and what not to do through fallible stories. We need parables of glory to make us think for ourselves. Those words nurture our mental health and inspire our spiritual wealth and ignite our imagination. Let us pour libation for the poet with the words of brilliance from yesterday, tomorrow, and this very hour. Words are power. So let us pour it, please. Pour a little rum for those who use the pen as their drum. From Paul Lawrence to Langston, from Audre Lorde to Gwendolyn. Pour it, please, for Phyllis Whitley and Lucy Terry. From Maya, Margaret, and Marie Evans. For Amiri and Gil, still spitting gems from heaven. Pour it, please, even for those who are still on the grind, like Sonia, Nikki, and the last poets of our time. And we find this masterful art to be an integral part of humanity, like the roots of a poetry, connecting we, the people. Poetry has touched and inspired me. Poetry has taken me higher so I can see things from a different view. When the word hits, my soul sits right there in that pew, digesting the sermon, constantly learning and yearning to be enlightened once again. When I listen to the wordsmiths with the gift of the pen, or even spoken off the top with metaphors dropped in the verse with no need to curse, because the vocabulary is extensive like Rakim, one of the poetic rappers who perfected the blending of rap and poetry, which has a history of flowing naturally as the relation has always been. The art transcends the titles given, from rapper to rhymer to lyricist, cultural journalist or wordsmith, from griot to muse to ghetto stenographer, preacher or prophet or lyrical videographer. The poet is everything from soothsayer to slick word player, and even the love song writers who set it up for the baby makers. However we choose to define the poet, just know it is a craft mastered from watching and listening and sometimes questioning the actions of birds and trees, humans and trees, or the fall of rain on a warm summer breeze. So let everything that has breath give praise and honor to the poet, please.